A lot of people over 60 think their vision is getting worse because they're simply getting older. They wake up in the morning and everything looks slightly blurry. It takes several minutes before their eyes fully focus. Reading a text message feels harder than it did a year ago. Restaurant menus seem darker, street signs look less sharp, and driving at night becomes stressful because oncoming headlights suddenly feel brighter than ever. Most people assume this is normal aging. But what if that's only part of the story? What if some of the changes happening inside your eyes right now have less to do with age and more to do with what happens while you're sleeping? You see, every night your body enters repair mode. Your brain repairs itself, your muscles recover, your immune system becomes active, and your eyes begin one of the most important restoration processes in the entire body. But after age 60, that process becomes less efficient. Blood flow to the retina gradually declines, oxidative stress increases, inflammation quietly builds, and the light-sensitive cells responsible for clear vision become more vulnerable to damage. The frightening part is that most people don't notice this damage until they start struggling with everyday activities: reading, driving, recognizing faces, and watching television. And once these changes become obvious, many people believe nothing can be done. But that's not what recent research suggests. In fact, scientists have discovered that certain fruits contain natural compounds that may help support retinal health, improve circulation to the eyes, and provide nutrients your eyes use during overnight repair. And one fruit on today's list contains a unique combination of nutrients that researchers believe may help protect against some of the most common age-related vision problems. The surprising part? Most people already have it in their kitchen. My name is Dr. Joseph J. Allen, and for years I've helped older adults understand the science behind healthy aging using practical, evidence-based strategies. Today, I'll show you 7 fruits that may help support healthier vision while you sleep, exactly how to use them, and why the #1 fruit on this list surprised even many eye health researchers. Before we begin, tell me your age and answer one simple question. Do you struggle more with blurry vision, dry eyes, or driving at night? Let me know in the comments below. Now let's start with number 7. Number 7 is kiwi. It's small, inexpensive, and often overlooked. But when it comes to supporting aging eyes, kiwi may be one of the most underrated fruits in the grocery store. Here's why. As we age, the retina becomes increasingly vulnerable to oxidative stress. Tiny light-sensitive cells are exposed to damage every single day from sunlight, environmental toxins, and normal aging. Over time, this damage can contribute to blurry vision, poor night vision, eye fatigue, and increased sensitivity to bright lights. Kiwi contains eye researchers pay close attention to lutein and zeaxanthin. Think of them as natural protection for your retina. These compounds accumulate inside eye tissue and help filter harmful light while providing antioxidant support where it's needed most. Kiwi is also rich in vitamin C, which helps support healthy blood vessels throughout the body, including the tiny vessels that nourish the retina. But there's another reason kiwi made this list: sleep. Golden kiwi naturally contains compounds that may help support deeper, more restful sleep. And that's important because your eyes perform much of their repair work during the night. Researchers have found that older adults who regularly consume kiwi often report improvements in sleep quality, which may indirectly support overnight eye recovery. How should you eat it? Keep it simple. 2 golden kiwis about an hour before bed. Golden varieties tend to contain more lutein and are usually easier on digestion than green kiwi late at night. And here's a simple tip. Don't scrape the fruit completely away from the skin. The flesh closest to the skin contains some of the highest concentrations of beneficial antioxidants. A small fruit. A simple habit. Potentially meaningful support for aging eyes. Now let's move to number 6. And this next fruit may help explain why some people wake up every morning with blurry vision that takes far too long to clear. Number 6 is watermelon. Most people think watermelon is mostly water, and technically they're right, but that's exactly what makes it interesting for aging eyes. After age 60, many adults become mildly dehydrated without realizing it. They drink coffee, tea, or soda throughout the day, but not enough water. The result? Dry eyes, morning irritation, burning sensations, and vision that feels cloudy after waking up. Watermelon is more than 90% water, making it one of the most hydrating fruits available. But hydration is only part of the story. Watermelon is also rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant linked to protection against oxidative stress throughout the body. Researchers have been particularly interested in lycopene because oxidative damage is one of the major drivers of age-related changes inside the retina. There is also evidence that compounds found in watermelon may support nitric oxide production, helping blood vessels relax and improving circulation. Better circulation means better delivery of oxygen and nutrients to eye tissues while you sleep. And that's exactly when repair is happening. How should you use it? 1 to 2 cups of fresh watermelon about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Avoid adding salt. Many people sprinkle salt on watermelon without realizing that excess sodium may work against healthy circulation and hydration. And here's something most people throw away. The pale white section near the rind contains citrulline, a compound involved in nitric oxide production. In other words, some of the most valuable nutrition may be sitting right next to the part people usually discard. Now let's move to number 5, and this fruit may be one of the best kept secrets for people who struggle with night vision. Number 5 is blackcurrants, and if you've never purchased blackcurrants before, you're not alone. Most Americans walk right past them. But when it comes to protecting vision, especially at night, these tiny dark berries are surprisingly impressive. Here's the problem they may help address. As we age, inflammation can quietly develop inside the tiny blood vessels that support the retina and optic nerve. This doesn't happen overnight. It develops slowly, year after year, and eventually, many people begin noticing symptoms such as halos around headlights, increased eye fatigue, difficulty adjusting to darkness, and worsening night vision. Blackcurrants are packed with compounds called anthocyanins. These are the pigments responsible for their deep purple color. Anthocyanins have attracted significant attention because they appear to support healthy circulation while helping protect delicate tissues from oxidative stress. Researchers have also studied their potential role in helping the eyes adapt more efficiently when moving between bright and dark environments. That's important because many older adults notice this exact problem first. They step outside into bright sunlight, then walk indoors, and suddenly everything looks darker and less clear than it used to. Some studies suggest anthocyanins may help support the visual processes involved in this adjustment. In practical terms, that could mean better visual comfort in changing light conditions. How should you use blackcurrants? Fresh blackcurrants can be difficult to find. Frozen berries work well. A small serving in the evening is usually enough. If fresh berries aren't available, many people choose blackcurrant products that provide concentrated anthocyanins. Just remember that whole foods should always come first whenever possible. Now let's move to number 4, and this fruit is probably sitting in your freezer right now. Number 4 is blueberries. Most people know blueberries are healthy, but very few understand why they may be especially valuable for aging eyes. Every day your retina is exposed to light, thousands of hours, year after year. Over time, that exposure creates oxidative stress inside the specialized cells responsible for sharp vision. The result? Reading becomes harder. Fine details become less clear. Eye fatigue develops more quickly, and low-light vision often suffers. Blueberries contain powerful antioxidants that help support the body's natural defense systems against this type of cellular stress. What makes them especially interesting is their ability to help protect tissues that are constantly exposed to oxidative damage. Several studies have linked regular blueberry consumption with improvements in visual comfort and reduced eye strain. And while no fruit can reverse aging, supporting these protective systems may help your eyes remain healthier for longer. Here's the detail most people miss. Wild blueberries contain significantly higher concentrations of beneficial compounds than many commercially grown varieties. They're smaller, darker, and often sold frozen. The good news? Frozen wild blueberries retain most of their nutritional value. How should you use them? About 1/3 to 1/2 cup, roughly 45 minutes before bed. And here's a simple tip. Avoid combining them with large amounts of dairy. Many nutrition researchers believe certain dairy proteins may reduce the absorption of some beneficial plant compounds. Now we've reached number 3, and this is the fruit that surprises almost everyone. Dragon fruit. Bright pink on the outside, beautiful red flesh on the inside, and potentially one of the most interesting fruits on this entire list for supporting healthy circulation. If you often wake up with tired eyes, heavy eyes, or vision that feels dull despite getting enough sleep, listen carefully. One of the hidden problems behind age-related vision decline is reduced oxygen delivery to retinal tissue. Your eyes need a constant supply of oxygen. When circulation slows, retinal cells may not function at their best. Dragon fruit contains betalains. natural compounds that researchers have been studying for their antioxidant and circulation-supporting properties. Some evidence suggests these compounds may help support healthy blood vessel function and nitric oxide production. Why is that important? Because nitric oxide helps blood vessels relax and widen, and healthy blood vessels mean better delivery of oxygen and nutrients throughout the body, including the eyes. Several researchers believe this may help explain why diets rich in colorful plant compounds are consistently associated with healthier aging. How should you use dragon fruit? Choose the deep red variety whenever possible. It generally contains higher concentrations of beneficial pigments than the white-fleshed versions. About half a fruit, roughly 1 hour before bed, is plenty. And don't ignore the tiny black seeds. They contain healthy fats and minerals that contribute additional nutritional support. Now we're down to the final 2 fruits. And number 2 contains one of the most important nutrients ever discovered for protecting central vision after age 60. Number 2 is goji berries. These small red berries have been used for centuries in traditional wellness practices, particularly for supporting eye health. But what makes them truly interesting today is that modern research is beginning to explain why. As we age, one of the most important structures inside the eye is the macula. The macula is responsible for central vision. It's what allows you to read a book, recognize faces, see details, read a text message, thread a needle, and enjoy the activities that make life meaningful. Unfortunately, the macula becomes more vulnerable with age. Oxidative stress increases, circulation becomes less efficient, protective pigments gradually decline, and that's one reason age-related vision problems become so common after 60. Goji berries are exceptionally rich in zeaxanthin. In fact, they contain some of the highest natural concentrations found in any commonly consumed food. Why does that matter? Because zeaxanthin is one of the primary protective pigments concentrated inside the macula itself. Think of it as part of your eye's built-in defense system. Researchers believe maintaining healthy levels of macular pigments may help support long-term visual function as we age. Several studies involving older adults have shown improvements in markers associated with macular health after regular consumption of goji berries. That's one reason eye health researchers continue to pay attention to them. I remember a patient named Frank, age 78. His biggest fear wasn't blindness, it was losing the ability to read. He told me, "I can give up almost anything, but I don't want to give up books." That's what healthy vision is really about. Not eye charts, not test results, freedom, independence, and the ability to continue doing the things you love. How should you use goji berries? Soak 2 tablespoons in warm water for about 10 minutes. Then eat them around 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Many older adults find them easier to digest this way. And now we've reached number 1, the fruit that surprised many people when they first saw the research. The fruit that targets one of the most overlooked contributors to age-related vision decline. And chances are you've seen it many times at the grocery store. Number 1 is papaya. Papaya doesn't get nearly as much attention as blueberries or goji berries. But when it comes to supporting healthy eyes after 60, it may deserve far more recognition. Here's why. One of the biggest threats to healthy vision is a process called glycation. Glycation occurs when excess sugar molecules attach to proteins inside the body. Over time, these damaged proteins accumulate. Inside the eyes, glycation may contribute to cloudy lenses, reduced visual clarity, and accelerated aging of delicate tissues. The process happens slowly, quietly, and most people never realize it's occurring. Papaya contains a unique combination of nutrients that may help support the body's natural defenses against this process. It's rich in vitamins A, C, and E, 3 nutrients consistently associated with healthy vision, retinal protection, and antioxidant support. Vitamin A is especially important because it's directly involved in how the retina processes light. Without adequate vitamin A, night vision often suffers. Papaya also contains natural enzymes and powerful antioxidants that help combat oxidative stress throughout the body. And remember, oxidative stress is one of the major drivers of age-related changes inside the eye. Several researchers have suggested that diets rich in these nutrients may help support tear production, visual comfort, and retinal health over time. Another reason I like papaya is how easy it is to digest. Many adults over 60 struggle with heavy evening snacks. Papaya is light, refreshing, and generally easy on the digestive system. How should you use it? 1 cup of ripe papaya about an hour before bed. Fresh is always better than heavily processed products. And here's a simple tip. Add a squeeze of fresh lime juice before eating. Not only does it improve the flavor, but vitamin C from the lime may help support nutrient absorption. Now, before you start filling your kitchen with every fruit on this list, there are 5 important rules you need to know. Because even the healthiest foods won't help much if you're eating them the wrong way. Now, before we finish, there are 5 rules you need to know. Because without these rules, you could eat every fruit on this list and still miss many of the potential benefits. Rule number 1, don't eat these fruits immediately after a heavy meal. Most people finish dinner and then eat fruit as dessert. The problem is that large meals can slow digestion and reduce how efficiently your body processes certain nutrients. Instead, enjoy your fruit as a separate evening snack about 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime. This timing appears to align best with your body's natural overnight repair processes. Rule number 2, always include a small amount of healthy fat. This is one of the most overlooked nutrition strategies for eye health. Many of the compounds we discussed today are fat-soluble. That means your body absorbs them more effectively when healthy fats are present. A few walnuts, a handful of almonds, a slice of avocado, or even a teaspoon of ground flaxseed. Small amounts can make a meaningful difference. Rule number 3, protect your sleep. This may be even more important than the fruit itself. You can eat the healthiest foods in the world, but if you're sleeping only 4 or 5 hours a night, your eyes lose valuable repair time. Remember, much of your eye's recovery happens while you sleep. The goal isn't just nutrition. The goal is giving your eyes the opportunity to use that nutrition. Rule number 4, stay hydrated throughout the day. Many older adults focus on food while overlooking hydration. Yet dehydration is one of the most common contributors to dry eyes, irritation, and morning visual discomfort. If your eyes frequently feel dry when you wake up, hydration may be part of the solution. And finally, rule number 5, be consistent. This is where most people fail, not because they don't care, but because they expect quick results. Healthy vision isn't built in a week. It's built through thousands of small decisions repeated over months and years. The fruit you choose, the sleep you get, the water you drink, the foods you avoid, the habits you practice every day, that's what determines the future of your vision. So let's bring everything together. Blurry vision isn't always just a normal part of aging. In many cases, it's influenced by oxidative stress, inflammation, circulation, nutrition, sleep quality, and the daily choices we make. The encouraging news is that many of these factors are within your control. The 7 fruits we discussed today may help support your eyes by providing antioxidants, protective pigments, vitamins, and plant compounds that researchers continue to study for their potential role in healthy aging. Kiwi, watermelon, blackcurrants, blueberries, dragon fruit, goji berries, and papaya. Each one offers something unique, and together they create a powerful strategy for supporting healthier vision over time. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and seeing more clearly. Imagine reading without constantly adjusting your glasses. Imagine driving at night with greater confidence. Imagine recognizing faces across the room without hesitation. That's what this is really about. Not just vision, independence, confidence, freedom, and quality of life. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which fruit surprised you the most? And if your eyesight became noticeably clearer tomorrow morning, what would be the very first thing you'd want to look at? Tell me in the comments below. I read as many comments as I can, and I genuinely enjoy hearing your stories. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Every week, we share evidence-based health strategies designed to help adults over 60 stay active, independent, and healthy for as long as possible. And if you know someone struggling with blurry vision, dry eyes, or difficulty driving at night, share this video with them. It could make a real difference. I'm Dr. Joseph J. Allen. Thank you for watching. Take care of your eyes, take care of your health, and I'll see you in the next video.